G'day and welcome back to Mel's Crafty Paper Place. Thank you for stopping by today. My name's Mel and it's been a hot minute since I've done a video. I will fill you in more on that later, but for now I just want to draw your attention to this video is for the Stick It Down design team with the lovely Laura Rumble. And she has a lovely Facebook and Instagram group for Stick It Down, and she releases 3 lovely sketches every month. There is a double page sketch, a single page and a card, so there's something on there for everybody, and they're different sketches every month, and it's just lovely. I love me a good double page, as I've said before. And today I'm going to be putting together my take on the double page sketch. So this is the sketch. I probably should stand up, but I just try not to get that light on there, the reflection. There we go. So for the sketch this month we have a beautiful big title here. I also saw that there was a lovely circle in the background. You could use either a big circular piece of paper, which I have done, or you could use mixed media, flowers, some sort of embellishment to make a nice lovely circle there. You could do lots of different things. You could start with a white background and do some lovely sewing, even some stitching. I like stitching. Circles are quite difficult for me, but I don't do that many, so I could practice and probably get some nice ones. There are also lots of photos on this layout, which is fantastic. You can put a lot of photos. If you don't have so many photos, like the little line up across the top here, you could use just little embellishments along there, or you could even leave it off if you like and make your title extra long, like a bit of a story. So that's another idea as well. There's little embellishment clusters, just a couple on the left hand side, right hand side page here, and then a couple over on the left here. Oops, touching things that I shouldn't be touching. 1, 2 and 3, and then 4 and 5, so an odd amount just to please the eye. So when I saw this sketch I was like, oh, do I have enough photos? That was my dilemma. And I thought, well, we're always taking photos of the kids, especially Serge. He's really good at doing that and taking photos of the kids, and when they're little he'd just snap away and we'd have lots of photos. So I went through my stash and I was able to find some of the children when they were itty bitty. So I don't know what year this is. I would have to look it up, but it'd probably be around 2014, 2015. So 10 years ago. And we're always trying to get them outside to play, spend some time outside, always a struggle, but tried to get them outside, and they were actually, and I think I've scrapbooked some photos before because we've got a fair few photos of them chasing the Pokemon on the phone. Like, it's like you go around and you collect Pokemon. So they're kind of doing that, but then they kind of gave that up and did other things as well later on. So, but to start with, that's how we got them outside. And it was a beautiful winter's day. So it's just beautiful outside in winter here. So I've got 3 photos down the side here. Just of them walking down the yard. Soren is holding the phone and he's got it up and they're hunting Pokemon, looking for them, trying to collect them. And I was able to find, because we had lots of photos, able to find enough to then cut down some up here on my right hand side. Now my photos I have cut to different sizes. They're not all the same because I couldn't quite get them cut down. So the 2 on the end are a little bit bigger. I think they are, I think they were 3 or 2 3/4 inches. Let me double check what size I ended up doing. I did that before and I've forgotten already. So my photos are 2.5 wide on my big ones by 3 high. So they're all 3 high, 3 inches high. And then what I did, I just narrowed them down and cut them down to fit in the space. And these ones are, the 2N ones are the 2.5 wide, and then these I think were 2 inches wide. And I just put the skinny ones in the middle and the 2 bigger ones on the outside. And I'm quite happy with how that's like sitting. I really like that. I think it's quite cute. I tried to, because a couple of the photos are a little bit darker, and then a couple of the photos are a little bit bright with the grass there. So just tried to make it so all the brightness wasn't spread out, the dark and the light of the photos. Tried to do that over here on the left as well, just to spread it out. Now on my circle, my couple of photos that I've got here in my circles, a couple of photos of Carla. So just a couple of single photos here, which I left a little bit bigger. This one's quite small. This one I cut down to 3 by, was it 4? Yep, 3 by 4, that size there, that one of Carla. And this one is 3.5 by 5, so a little bit bigger, that one there. Just kind of tried to, I actually kept it very close to the sketch, because Laura's are pretty much like that. There's the bigger one there, a little bit smaller, the 5 over here, and then the 3. So yeah, and the ones on the left, I think they were, did I do 3.5 by 5, I think? Where's my ruler? 5 by, yep, 3.5 by 5, because I wanted a bit of pink background in between them. The collection I decided to use for this, because I'm doing ones for the children, photos of the children, I want to use something young and fun. So I picked Chamel's, what's it called, Never Grow Up, I think. Yeah, Never Grow Up. So I'm using that, and I have the 12 by 12 paper pad, and I also have some flat cardstock stickers. I don't have a lot actually, I have a lot. I have one packet of ephemera. I have they're not chipboards, are they chipboard stickers? Foam stickers, that, you know, they sort of have got a bit of dimension to them. And they're really nice actually, I quite like those. But have to be careful with them not to crease them when you take them off. Kind of got to take the paper from the sticker, not the sticker from the paper, so we don't ruin it. So I have those, and I have the 6 by 8 paper pad, but I'm probably not going to use that. And then I have a little bit of bling as well, some little fun buttons. I might try and get a few of those on, I think. Now, out of the ephemera pack, I'm not going to be using too much. There was not a lot in there that I really wanted, and I didn't want to, because my papers are quite busy, I do tend to then just put a little bit of embellishment on. I don't go crazy. So my background is a tone-on-tone pink paper. They're both from the 12 by 12 paper pad. So I was able to get, I wanted to pick one that I had 2 sheets of to use as the background. If I couldn't have done that, I would have used white, but I'm really trying to use my paper. So that was the aim of the game. And then this one just caught my eye, and it has, and I've stuck my photo down, I should have done that after, but anyway, it's got little butterflies and ladybugs and snails and stuff on it, and it's very leafy for outdoors, and I just like the brightness of it. For our strips that go up and down here, I've actually popped washi tape on white cardstock and then glued that down, just so that I don't see any of the green pattern paper through it. I really didn't want to, I just wanted it to be like a piece of paper, but I really wanted to use washi tape to utilise my washi tape, because I got plenty of it, and I love the colours. I quite liked just all the multiple colours. I did try one before this. This is the other one I was going to use, but it was just a little bit too busy for me. I'll show you. I think this one goes with Kid at Heart, I think this one is from, and I was going to use this one. But when I put it on, I was just like, oh, it was too white. I know this has a white background, but it was just too busy, too white. So I went back after I'd done these, so I will keep these. And then I went back, and then I found this one. I'm like, and I tried it against it, pulled out, had a look. I'm like, oh yes, I like that a lot better. So I did pop it on, and I have inked the edges to cover up any white edges as well around my circle and around the edges of my paper as well. This time I've inked it with like a really old ink that I've got, which is nearly dried up, and it's like a lovely evergreen. So it's really nice. For my journaling spot, I'm going to use this little puppy, Chasing the Butterflies. He's so cute. And it has a little bit of silver foiling on it, this collection, which is really cute. I have silver thickers for my title, and I've titled it Go Outside and Play, because we're always telling the kids, go outside and play. So yeah, that's what I titled it. A bit weird, but that's me. So yeah, I've got that. I'm thinking just to plonk that straight in the middle there. I quite like it just sitting out there by its lonesome, and I'm just gonna, I quite like it. I like it. It feels a little bit like, a little bit more, a bit of balance for me. So I quite liked it. These little faux wooden signs were in the ephemera pack, and they had a little brown dot at the end, like a little nail. And what I did is I hole punched them and just put some jute string through there, or jute twine, whatever it's called. Just, I wanted to keep it natural. So it's not really about them getting dirty, but I thought, and they're not going to be out there all day, but I wanted to use them. I think they're quite cute. And the spaces where I'm going to be putting them, I don't have a lot of room for embellishment. So as you remember in this sketch, Laura had one up here in the top right hand corner. My photo, I don't have a lot of room because I've got the kids' heads there. So I wanted something just small. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull it over a little bit. Just probably around there. I've popped it on foam because of the string as well. And I'm thinking just to pop it there. So what I'm probably going to do is just trim my twine down with my beautiful sharp scissors. Let's get stuck into it and let's get sticking. So I'm thinking just so it sticks out. I don't mind it sticking out. I'm quite happy. I don't think it'll come undone. It seems to be sitting there quite nicely. And I'm just going to pop that there. I'm just going to start sticking if I can find my glue. Here we are. And as I said, I'm not going to do a whole heap of embellishing. I hope my head's not stuck in the way, but there we go. There we go. So I'm just going to pop that there. Actually, what I might do, because I did move my photo, so it's kind of coming up a little bit. I'm just going to, so that when the sign sits on the photo is actually stuck down as well. When I did my inking, my little dabber sponge on the end was pretty much had it and falling apart, so I've got little pieces of foam all over. I'm trying to get off and they're just everywhere. So I was like, oh, I think that might be the last time I use you. And pop that one in the bin. I did. Time to get a new one on there. So I'm just going to pop that there where there's sort of dead space on the photo. There we go. Now I've got the Go Outside and Play and a little bit of sponge. There we go. I'm probably going to put a little bit of foam out here as well. Just a little bit of glue, sorry, not foam. Just down under there, just to hold that down. Now I've got some lovely little like marbles that came in the collection. They're like little epoxy enamel dots that are looking like marbles. They're super cute. A little bit shiny as well, but I'm not sure whether I quite liked the buttons, but I'll see. I'm not sure. I've got plenty of colours of enamel dots to use as well. So I'm not sure what I'm going to use for my little sprinkles. I kind of wanted, let me pop it together like that, because I'm thinking I'll put a couple over here as well, because one of the other embellishment clusters was like down here in the corner. Hope you can see that. Let me check my camera. There, I'll bring it up a little bit. It was down here in the corner. Now, I was thinking to pop that there on top of Bianca's, just her legs. But I think I might move it up because there's got all this grass space here in between. So I'm thinking I might move that up to either there or there, somewhere there. Because there's a lot of dead space. So I might move that one up, that little embellishment cluster. And this one I can either put it up here or down here. And I quite liked it down here. Here comes trouble. I quite like it just there. I think that's quite nice. I may pop it up on the photo a little bit, I think, maybe. It kind of sits nicely by itself too. I don't mind it by itself as well. Either or, I'm quite happy. Now, for my little clusters, like my little embellishment clusters here, I really wanted to get on some of these foam chipboard stickery things because they're really lovely. And I really like them. And the one that stood out to me was the Everyday Magic. Now, the reason why that one stood out to me was because it's just an everyday photo. So I thought, oh, that really suits. I really like that. I'm just going to gently pull the backing sheet off of this because I really don't want to crease it. Because they're so pretty. There we go, just be gentle with those. Oh, the sticky's really good on the back of them too. Normally sticky's not that great. I don't think I'm going to need much glue to hold this in place. I am thinking to pop this just up here. Green on green, but it's just a little something. I'm liking it there because I feel it's a little bit too big for over here. Kind of almost feels like a title on that side, but I don't really want that. I think I'm going to put it just here. I don't want it too close to my edge, but maybe about there. Hope that's semi-straight because this one is not going to move. There we go. Now I only had one packet of ephemera for this collection. And it did have some vellum pieces in it as well, but they're all very big. And I think that's why I chose these ones here, because they were a little bit smaller and I could fit them in on the photos. The other ones were huge, like almost the size of your palm. They're really big. I might do this one a little bit different, just pop it up on the bottom of the photo, just there. Here we go. Here comes trouble. There we go. Quite like that. And then another one that I did like too was Fun in the Sun. And I liked Best Friends as well. I do like these word titles. They're really pretty, but I thought they might be a bit big. I'd rather use them for a title rather than just ephemera or like embellishment. I think that would be really nice. I think it's just going to be too big and fight with my title. So I've got that, but I've got this one. My youngest says I love trees all the time, but he's not in this photo, so I'll do that use that another time. Then I like this one, Go Outside and Play. Go Play Outside, rather. Go Play Outside, which kind of goes with that. I was thinking that might be nice there. Like, it's just tall. So I might pop that one there. Let's just stick it down. I'm not even going to trial it. Let's just stick it down. I'm happy with it. There we go. Oh my goodness, get that off my finger. Just a tiny touch of glue on there, not much. It's not going to need much. I think they're going to stay pretty well by themselves. I'm going to keep it up there. Right. Now I'm also probably, I think I'm going to glue down this one here. I'm just going to glue the edges though of my journaling spot so that when I'm writing, I'm not writing over the top of sticky tape or glue and going over the bumps. I've done that before. Gone over the bumps and went wonky when I've done my journaling, and I wasn't real happy about that. So I'm just going to do my glue around the outside, just a nice bead around the outside. I'm just going to pop that right there. Making sure I'm still in camera shot, because a double page is hard to squeeze onto the camera. Just there, floating away. Now, I'm on a bit of a mission to use my old stash. And in my stash, I got given by a lovely friend of mine, I have got some bugs. They're like layered sticker bugs. There's like dragonflies, ladybugs, owls, different types. And I thought, I wonder if I can get any, even though they're not chasing bugs, I wonder if I can get any on this layout. So I pulled them out, and I've been really struggling to use these ladybugs. Now, I'll lift it up a little bit for you, because said ladybugs, if you look really closely, let me put on here. If you can see really closely, cool. I love them because they have like an embossing on the wings, circular pattern, really cool. But they looked really mean. You see these two here? I haven't drawn any eyes. I've put eyes on the rest of them, and they look a little less mean. These look like little alien bugs. And it always kind of scared me. So I put some eyes on them. So I've drawn some eyes on them. I'm going to pop some on this layout. The colours are really good. They're nice in the yellow and the red. All the kids are wearing a shade of red. Carla has a little red jumper. Bink has a red hat. And Siren has a red shirt. So I thought if I could get some of these on, and when I popped them down, I quite liked them with it. So I'm going to try and use some of these ladybugs. And then I may even keep them in with this collection kit, so that every time I pull it out, I can use them. But yes, the eyes did freak me out a little bit, because they were like little alien bugs, dare I say. So I'm just going to finish drawing on these so that I can use any one that I want. So I just drew a little circle just down in the corner. Nothing fantastic, but it just made them a little less zombie-like, let's say. Because they're a little bit creepy. I'm going to turn this one upside down so I can see what he looks like with better eyes. Do a little circle just there. Just drawing it on. It's nothing perfect, but I am no artist, but that's okay. I'm happy with it, and that's all that matters. There we go. That just, for me, it just changes them completely. So I was thinking to use little black, like bling, like little diamond thingies, you know, the little ones, little tiny ones, but they were still too big for the little ones. So I thought I'll try and keep them all the same. They looked really good on the big ones, but the little ones I couldn't get something small enough, and it covered all of the eye up and then looked creepy again. So I'm thinking to use these as well. And I also have some dragonflies, which are really cool as well, and they're a 3D pop-up foam sticker as well. So they're really cool as well, and they got big googly eyes, so they look quite cute. Okay, so for my ladybugs, let's see where we can put our ladybugs. Do we want big ladybugs or little ladybugs? Bit of both. Maybe I could put one up on here. I could put his little legs under there, or even the one with the wings coming down, looking down that way. That's pretty cool. And then maybe this big one going up there, or maybe there, and then that little fellow over there. Oh yes, I quite like that. Or I could put him over here. Alright, let's see. Let me put this one down as well. What if I put that one over like that? I could put a smaller one, like the flying one over there. Because I've got a couple of different flying ones. And I've got little creepy crawly ones. Oh, maybe a little creepy crawly one, actually. Alright, probably what I'm going to do, because of my strings, I might cut my strings on that one as well. What do I do with my scissors, peeps? Over here. So let's just chop them as well a little bit. Try and be a little bit even. Put them back so I can find them, hey? Probably be a good idea. Here we go. Should I put it over this side? We'll have to have a look. Let's move it over a little bit so we can play. Alright, let's get a ladybug and just see. I've got this one that kind of is like looking down. He could be just up there a little bit behind. Yeah, I don't mind that. That's quite cute. Because I've got the photos down there, so that looks okay for me. Alright, let's do that. And that way I will get them used, and I quite like it because I don't have a lot of embellishments for this one. Here we go. Play all day will go there. Here we go. And I'll put a little bit of glue on his foam. There we go. I'll just tuck his little leggy under there a little bit, or I could put him up there. No, I'll put him on top. There we go. So that's one. I think I'm just going to spread ladybugs all through it. I quite like this little fellow here too. I think he might look nice like on here or here. Kind of like just there. I could put that one there actually. So I've got a couple of like walking ones, like flying directional. I could put him there. Yeah, these ones are looking down. Well, I could turn them around, but they look a bit funny if they're upside down. There's only a couple of them that you could put up the wrong way without it looking silly. Yeah, because he's looking down, so I think he needs to go just over there too, and then put this one up the top. Or maybe a smaller one up the top, because they're quite big. No, we'll see. That one. Yeah, maybe a smaller one. I don't think he's going to fit up there. Yeah, let's do a smaller one. I've got this one here. Yeah, that's better. Just pop a little one. Got that one there, and then I could put maybe one here and one up there. Let me get those off of there. Move this over a little bit. Want to leave some for another layout, don't we? Not too many though. So they're looking down. This one's looking up. Maybe like that. And that one. Because that's kind of with the embellishments too, isn't it? Yeah, I quite like that. Yeah, okay, let's do that. That'll do. It's not right up on my embellishment with my other one, because there's not really enough room up there. I'm going to leave him just down there, I think, or over here to the edge. And I'm going to put this giant one here. Oh, they're cute. Super cute. I am so happy to be using these little fellas. I've had these a long time. Probably, should I face it that way or face it up? I might face it up towards the photo. I've had these a long time. Oh, would have to be a good 5 years. Well, probably not a long time compared to some of my other stuff, but I have had this a fair while. Like, would have to be like 5 or 6 years. A lovely friend gave them to me. You know who you are if you're watching. A lovely Shannon and her hubby. Just going to pop that there. I'm going to pop this one up here. This one looks more like a fruit fly. I could put him on the outside of the circle too. Nah, I'm quite liking there. Just looking down on everything. Do I want to move it down a little bit? There we go. There we go. Bug, bug, bug. Good, good, good. I haven't stuck that down. Now, something else I want to add is a little bit to the title. I did see this sticker on the cardstock stickers, which is Great Big World, which I wondered might fit here somewhere. Just to give it a little something. And there's some little red ants on here as well in the stickers. I quite liked them as well. And the birdies. I quite liked a lot of them, actually. They're quite cute. The stickers I'm finding, because they're a lot smaller, are a lot easier to use. But I quite liked this Great Big World. You know, go outside and play. It's a big world out there. And it has a little bit of foil in it. I was wondering if it might just fit like there across the middle. Yeah, I might pop that there. So I hope you get a chance this month. We're in October, so the lovely ladies have designed 3 new lovely sketches, and the single page layout sketch is just super cute. You should stop by and have a look. It's just super cute. And even if you wanted to do 2, you could do 1/2 of this page as a layout as well. And you could just make the circles small and be in the corner of the page as well, if you don't do double page layouts. There we go. Alright, so I've got my big bits on. Now I'm wanting to put just a little bit more, not too much, because it's quite busy. Maybe one more thing in my embellishment clusters. I do have ants, and I've got plenty of words. I don't think I need any more word stickers. So I wonder if I might look at the buttons, actually, because they're, what have they got on them? I do like these little ones with the ladybug and the fishes and the frog. They're quite cute. What do you think? Maybe one of those next to it? Very neutral. What about a dragonfly? Do you think I should put a dragonfly on? I think I have enough big bugs on there. Am I finished with my ladybugs? Maybe I should put another ladybug down there. No, I think the puppy is enough. Quite like the puppy. I quite like it is, actually. Quite like it as it is. I don't think it needs a lot, because there is a lot of photos, a lovely big title, and you just need a couple of simple embellishments. I don't think it needs an awful lot. Let me have a look at these little ants and little ladybugs and flowers. We've got little flowers. Let's have a look at the other half. I could put a little flower or a feather. I'm liking the little flowers. There's little leaves and feathers as well though. They're quite cute. I might go for a flower. Let's go for a flower. What colour flower? Okay, let's go for any colour. Let's just go for a green one. Let's go down here and we'll put a little, we've got this beautiful green. Let's bring the beautiful green down here. I'm just going to sit it down underneath. Where's my tweezers? I might even put a little bit of glue on that before I pop it there. And I may just stick one of those little jewels in the middle of it as well, the little silver ones. I'm just going to poke it underneath, just so it's just poking out there. And then let's pop a little bit of yellow down here. Why do we do that? A little bit of yellow sprinkled down. What about that? I quite like it on the layout. I'm going to go there. I'm going to put a little one here. What colour would we like? What about blue? Let's do blue. I also have another yellow and a reddy one, but I think I've got blue. There's a bit of red there. Let's put a little bit of blue. We've got lots of green around it. I might pop that there. Ooh, what if I pop it there? Choices, it does fit there. And I can see it better. She might pop it there. A little bit different. Okay, over here I'm going to pop another one up here, and that's very bright, almost yellow to me, so I might pop a little bit of the little pale red flower, not the bright red. It's almost a bit of a pink. So I think I'm going to pop this up here. I might pop it on there, little flower on there, or I could put it up here on the chicken coop. No, I think I'm going to pop it there. Not on there. Or I could pop it there. No, down here. Quite like it there. Did I stick that bug down? Yes, good. Okay. What else have I got? I could stick a little flower over here too, but no, I think I'm going to leave that like that. What else have we got? Oh, what about up in here? Let's do one up there. I've got blue, green, pink, yellow, purple. What about purpley blue? Blue. Go to blue again. No. Let's do the purple colour. A little bit different. Let's do the purple colour. And I am going to just pop that one on there, because you can really see it quite nicely. So I'm just going to pop that just there. Here we go. And then I think what I'm going to do in the middle of those little flowers is pop some of these sequins. Hope I've got enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to pop that in the middle of the flower, like so. Where's my other tweezers? Don't know. Oh, here, right in my eyes. I think my desk needs a bit of a clean up. Been very busy doing different layouts, and I haven't tidied up in between them, but a big tidy up is coming. Alright, this one's not working very well. Not taking his sticky. Let's see if I can get another one off. Just going to pop that in the middle of the flower, just to help bring the shine throughout. That one, and this one. Just under there. I may even stick on top of that one of the enamel dots, I think, because I don't think I'm going to sprinkle. Whoops, there's my enamel dots already coming off. So I think I will do that. And I'll do a different colour in the middle of those. So, there we go. Let's do... Oh, I've lost a couple, I think, off of there. Yeah, they're just falling off. Okay. Let's do... Should I do a big colour in the middle or the medium? Might do the medium and I'll glue that down. No, that's too big. It won't sit down in there, so we'll do the small colour. Okay, let's put some little glue in there. And I think that will be my final little embellishment. Here we go. Looks a little bit more like a flower. And then in the middle of this one, I think I might do the little pink. Just a little bit of glue. I think I over glued the other one, but that's okay. A little bit of pink. We'll squeeze it out the side a little bit. That one's a little bit better. And then we might put yellow up here. Bring a little bit of that pop of brightness up there, if I can get it off. Excuse my head, if you can see my head, just so I can see what I'm doing. Then, what colour are we going to do over here? I might do red in the middle. Oh, actually I might do orange. There's orange there. I might use the orange. That's cute. So do stop on by and check out on either Instagram or the Facebook page, and I will leave the links for both in my description box down below. And you can check out the fabulous sketches that Laura and her team do for the Stick It Down Facebook and Instagram page. They're just delightful and super fun, and they're really easy sketches. Like, they're just very inspirational and they're just lovely. I'm really enjoying them. They're absolutely lovely. There's lots of places to get sketches out there, but I like this one because it has something for everybody. There's double pages, single pages, and also cards, because I also make cards, so it is nice to have that as well. I like that. I want to go this green in there. It's really nice to have that crossover. And all in one place. And there's so much inspiration. It's very easy just to scrap lift another one, a layout, you know. Absolutely lovely. Some of the designs that the ladies are doing are absolutely fabulous. Very, very nice. So I do hope you get a chance to pop on over there and check it out. And have some fun. That's what it's all about. Having super fun. And that's, I think, it for my layout. There we go. I hope you like what I've done today, and I hope you do stop by and have a look and check out the lovely sketches that Laura and her team do. They're super fun. They're just lovely. I will leave that in my description box down below, and it'll have her Instagram page as well. And there is inspiration all month long. And if something pops up on there and you really like it, you could just be cheeky and scrapbook it, scraplift it, because it's so cute. There's some lovely ones on there. Well, thank you very much for stopping by today. I really appreciate it. If you like what I've done, I really appreciate a thumbs up, and even if you'd like to leave a comment down below, that'd be lovely. Let me know if you do stop by and have a look. I'd be very interested to know. It'd be lovely to see your sketches, your creations, and you can pop them there and have fun with them. So thank you for stopping by today, and I will see you again really soon. Thank you very much. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. Bye.